What's happening, La Familia? What the business is? What y'all got going today? How y'all doing, family? We got some crazy topics. When I say crazy, man, what I'm saying, I'm telling you. When I'm saying, I'm telling you, man, we finna rock out. You hear me? But on the cool, before we do anything, make sure you wipe your feet before you come in the door. Get that mud up off your feet, man. We got $5,000 Persian carpets and rugs and whatnot in here. So make sure you go ahead and wipe your feet, family. You know what I'm saying? And also, shut that door behind you. We can't leave the door open. We don't want any haters walking in or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? By subscribing to the channel. And lock the door by turning them post notifications on, ringing that bell icon and whatnot. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And before you leave, drop a comment, drop a share, do what you can to help the channel. You feel me? And with that being said, let's get to it. An OnlyFans model says that jealous Karen moms who got her kids expelled secretly follow her, and now she makes $100K a day. You know, that's what's up. I ain't gonna lie, family. I love to hear that. You know, all that jealousy and envy be spat right back in their face. You know, do your thing, queen. We love to see it. But let's see what this story has to say in detail. An OnlyFans model whose kids were expelled from school over her raunchy pictures has claimed jealous moms secretly follow her online. Wow, I ain't heard that word raunchy in a minute. What this lady doing utilizing that word like she just know what it means? Get out of here. It says Tiffany Pondexter, 44, this woman 44, had dig at the Karen moms who complained to the school head aiding their husbands ogle over her snaps, and she now makes $100K a day. What do y'all expect? You know, you speaking on this woman around your men, you know what I'm saying? Speaking to them about the kids. Yeah, my kids go to school with her kids. They talk to her kids and whatnot. You know, and this woman on here, you know, looking good. Yeah, you did nothing but set the trap for your husband to be set up. And now she's spilling out his bank account while he drooling over her and whatnot. But let's see what else it had to say. Tiffany, 44, said her income has rocketed to 20 times thanks to the controversy. Why is she writing like that? Jam press. What's wrong with you, queen? You got to get it together. She says, the mom of 3, real name Crystal Jackson, made headlines last week after revealing how she was bullied by jealous moms who discovered her OnlyFans page. Days later, she had revealed her children had been kicked out of their Catholic school in Northern California after parents sent photos to the head teacher. She has now sent a message to those Karen moms, who she called Karens, and claimed they are still keeping a close eye on her online activity. I'm confused at the fact as to how these women believe that they have the power, or anybody on earth believes that they have the power to get someone's kids kicked out of school and lose their education just because they are self-conscious about their own body. What gives you the credibility to snoop into this woman's life because you're self-conscious, because you need something to do, because your life is boring, so you want to pick and tear apart somebody else's life? That makes no sense, man. We need to stop all of this, man. These people are getting way too much power, way too much authority within these communities to control other people's lives. And at the end of the day, man, it's a Catholic school, so we see why they followed through with it. Catholicism. That's all we gotta say. And we know the reason, the culprit, and everything. But it says Tiffany wrote on her Instagram, I'm starting to feel normal again, by the way. Those Karens that have been sending the school pictures since July secretly follow me on here. Hi, girls. Go ahead and talk, yo, you know what? Step on your issue. Love to see it. She says Tiffany also claims the moms were jealous after finding out their husbands have been viewing her X-rated content. Since the role blew up, she says her earnings have rocketed from $150,000 a month to around 20 times that. Woo-wee. Do your issue. She told LAD Bible, I was like, hey, you know what? Thanks to all you mean moms, all your husbands are now on my page. They lost their, you know what? Because I was like, some dads got burner phones and they're texting me on the side. This is a few of, you know, the messages, I guess, between her and the moms, but they was kind of blurry, you know, in this article, so you couldn't really see too much of nothing. But it goes on to state, Tiffany said her raunchy online pictures were her husband Chris's ideal to spice up their marriage, but she became one of the most popular models on the site. Last week, she revealed she had been told to find another school for her 3 children after she was bullied by other moms in the community. Tiffany and Chris claim there is a dedicated group of moms harassing them due to the boredom and jealousy from wannabe famous individuals. See, that's that boredom. You know, that's that boredom. I knew it was about them being bored. They ain't got nothing going on in their life. Marriage is boring. Life is boring. Kids is boring. They ain't got no excitement. She claims they called her names and even printed out some of the photos and emailed them to the principal. She said, someone came across my account and suddenly I had moms from school texting me and leaving me voicemails saying I had to leave the school. Some women from my area actually printed out pictures I posted on my OnlyFans and mailed them to the principal of my children's school. She just keep repeating herself. We were called a load of names. Apparently it was disturbing, disgusting, horrifying that my children should be kicked out. Tiffany and Chris say their kids cried over losing their friends and not being able to see their teachers again. We are incredibly shocked, upset, and unsettled, Tiffany said. We received an email at 8 p.m. Sunday night saying our kids were no longer welcome to the school and they should not return for Monday. What? Like, that don't make any sense, man. Like, yeah. Catholics. Just, man, anything goes with them. The couple say it was difficult to explain to them why they weren't going to school in the morning. I bet it was. The mom added, they were very confused and shocked. We told them it was us, the reason. The school didn't want them there, not them. I had to paraphrase that because, man, they poorly writ that part. They were very upset and cried over losing their friends. We were close to tears ourselves, but you had to keep it together for them. She added, it is not the children's fault. What we do has nothing to do with them. I totally agree with that. Do you punish kids for the sins of their parents? If a parent commits a crime, does their child get kicked out of school? No, they don't. We haven't even committed a crime. Chris believes the school's decision to remove their children late on Sunday night was a strategic move. Yes, it was. Tiffany is particularly upset because the family went above and beyond for the school. Yeah, you can, man, but at the end of the day, they showed you that you're expendable. So maybe you shouldn't do that again, you know, going up and beyond for a school that is just going to do away with you. You know, in a few years, you're not even really important to them. You know, you might have an alumni picture or whatever, man, but these schools really don't much care about you. They get paid regardless, man, by the state. So I never got the reason why y'all want to invest money into these schools. She said, it is unfair to our children. Our kids are really good kids. The teachers say they are, and we volunteer at least 100 hours at the school every year. A lot of the teachers really like us. We got on really well with them. I think she meant we got along really well with them. It's disturbing in the sense that we have always supported the school and gone above and beyond for them. We've gone from best friends to blood enemies. Blood enemies. What a powerful way to sum up the situation that she's going through. You know, the situation that they are going through. That was perfect. That was a perfect 2 little words to put for this whole situation. People come for blood when they jealous of you. Y'all got to remember that. This is a lesson that everybody can learn. If you didn't learn this lesson in grade school, that you should not allow people to come in and be intimate with you whenever they already have shown you signs of jealousy towards, you know, other people. They didn't even have to show it towards you. As long as they shown it, that's a person you shouldn't allow to come in. You know, a school environment, whenever you're a parent, is sort of like a work environment. At work, you should not allow anyone to be intimate with you. No one should know your personal life. You should stay to yourself, you know, hide by, do your thing. No hanging out outside of work, because once you give those people that little bit, you give them that inch, they're going to take a mile. And once they feel like they know you, they feel like they can speak on things. So you don't give them that part of you. You give them that credibility, they're going to take it and run with it. You call into work because you're not feeling good. They're going to be like, hey, man, why don't you ask your partner to watch, whatever. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? They're going to come up with so many suggestions whenever you got real personal life things that you need to actually take care of. So don't ever allow these people to get personal with you. Them spending 100 hours at the school made all the rest of the PTA parents feel like they knew them. And they also felt like they invited them into their inner circle. And when they realized where their wealth was coming from, that was a way to tear them down. You gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop that, man. Those is lessons you learned young. I don't see how y'all didn't learn these. You never allow someone to know you whenever you're coming for, something that's better in yourself. And the fact that, you felt like this was the best place for your kids to get an education was a way for you to better your generations. That way they didn't have to be OnlyFans models. They could be doctors, lawyers, or whatever they want to be in this life, But let's go ahead and move on to the next story. And in this next story, we got a death row inmate named Gilbert Postelle. He was put to death today in Oklahoma. And we're going to go ahead and dive into the specifics of the story. Gilbert Ray Postelle was executed at 10:14 on Thursday at Oklahoma State Penitentiary in McAlester, according to McAlester News Capital. Man, they executed him in McAlester. If you've never been to Oklahoma or you don't know anything about McAlester, that is a maximum. That is where it goes down. It says the execution likely undergo. The execution of Gilbert Postelle is underway inside H unit, assuming there has been no last-second delay. Reporter Dylan Richards shared on Twitter around 10 a.m. in Oklahoma. The Gilbert Postelle Don't Kill for Me rally at the governor's mansion began at 9 a.m. on Thursday, February 17th. At 10 a.m., when the execution is set to commence, a quiet vigil will follow. It will go on until a stay of execution is obtained or the execution is carried out. A prayer circle will finish the vigil. Meanwhile, organizers have stated that that if the execution is postponed, the event would be canceled. Gilbert Postelle was executed on February 17, 2022, nearly 15 years after he killed 4 people in Oklahoma, and his last meal was revealed ahead of his death. Postelle's final meal consisted of 20 chicken nuggets with various sauces, fries, and crispy chicken sandwich. One of the chicken sandwiches, a large cola, and 1 caramel frappe, and was approximately 3,872 calories. A doc spokesman, Justin Wolf, said Postelle was pronounced dead at 10:14, according to reporter Keaton Ross on Twitter. On Memorial Day in 2005, this is the reason he was killed. Postelle was killed for 4 people on Memorial Day in 2005, and what he claimed was a connection to his father's motorcycle accident that had left him severely injured. Postelle reported he used an AK-47 stifle rifle when he killed James Anderson, 57, Terry Smith, 56, Donnie Swindle, 49, and Amy Wright, 26, at an Oklahoma City home in 2005. Postelle was 19 years old when he killed the 4 people, but in December 2021, he claimed he didn't remember the murders because of his methamphetamine use in the days leading up to the attack on the 4 people. Postelle requested a stay of execution in December 2021 after claiming the lethal injection penalty is unconstitutional. Why did Postelle ask for a stay of execution? Gilbert Postelle requested a stay of execution in December 2021 after claiming the lethal injection penalty is unconstitutional. He instead requested to be executed by firing squad, a request that was denied. This man wanted to be fire squatted. Y'all know what that is, man, when they set you down and just shoot the chops at you. Gilbert Postelle had no final words. Before the state of Oklahoma executed him on Thursday, he shook his head no, closed his eyes before he was given the lethal injection drugs that led to his death. The Frontier reported, man, dude was ready. Well, I guess you ain't got no choice but to be ready in that situation. AP reporter Sean Murphy says execution was carried out without any noticeable complications. Keaton Ross reported it on Twitter. Doc spokesman Justin Wolf received a phone call with the confirmation of Gilbert Postelle's time of death. Reporter Keaton Ross shared a video Wolf making an announcement after receiving the call. Postelle was pronounced dead at 10:14. Oklahoma Coalition to Abolish Death Penalty statement. The Oklahoma Coalition to Abolish Death Penalty released a statement after Postelle's death was confirmed. Rev. Don Heath, Oklahoma Coalition to Abolish Death Penalty, OKC chair said in a statement, Gilbert Postelle is a sweet man. The guards cried as they took him to the 35-day cell. Only the morally ill execute the mentally ill, which is becoming a commonplace in Oklahoma. It diminishes the humanity in all of us. Randy Ballman of the same organization, OKC board member, also said in a statement today, the state of Oklahoma killed another person suffering from mental deficits, a person unable to make rational decisions as a young kid, influenced by a parent. Gil Postelle, as an adult, deeply regretted what he did in his youth. He still suffered mentally, but was liked by most of those who got to know him, and loved by many. A person now purposefully dead at the hands of the state of Oklahoma, with absolutely nothing gained in his death. I agree, but his actual IQ was released, as it states. Gilbert Postelle and his learning disabilities. Gilbert Postelle had learning problems and an IQ in the low 70s. According to his clemency package prepared for the Oklahoma Pardon and Parole Board by his attorney, Robert Nance, while in public school, he was a special education student who dropped out at age 12. Man, that's terrible, man. 12 years old, he had to be in what, like 6th grade, 7th grade? Yeah, man, that's happening far too much. Twitters who tweeted against execution, users have taken to the platform to show their opposition to the death penalty. One user wrote, "Why do some people get more attention than others when their stories are exactly the same? One person's tragedy shouldn't trump another's. When it comes to the protesting and execution, this happens all the time. Please join us in the fight for all executions to end." They also went on to say, "Dear family of Gilbert Postelle, if you ever see this, please know that there are many of us who stand with you." One person wrote, "We send you love and prayers. Please know, whatever happens, Gilbert was worthy of love and life and happiness." Postelle is the fourth person killed by Oklahoma in recent months, the Huffington Post noted. His death comes amid a lawsuit over whether or not Oklahoma's lethal injection protocol is unconstitutionally cruel. Postelle was a plaintiff in that lawsuit. The outlet revealed it is set to go to trial in less than 2 weeks. How was he plaintiff if he's gone? There's nothing he can do. He can't make that trial date. The execution director of the Death Penalty Information Center noted at Twitter an important note on today's execution of Gilbert Postelle. He was the 44th person from #Oklahoma County executed since the #death penalty resumed in the U.S. in the 1970s. Outside of #Texas is responsible for more than that many executions. The last fall, the state restarted the practice, murdering John Grant, Bigler Stauffer, and Donald Grant in October, December, and January, respectively. In a trial that starts on February 28th, the 3 drug combinations will be tested for legality in district court. Now, y'all see? But first off, let me say this before we go into anything. Hopefully that man's soul is finally at peace. Hopefully, he repented for, what he did. Hopefully he came to terms with that and asked, the families for forgiveness, asked himself for forgiveness, and asked the Most High for forgiveness. Let's say that first. Now, do y'all see how they try to paint the picture that, Gilbert Postelle was this good person, and it's all due based off of skin color, nationality, and all of that. If he wasn't that color, you wouldn't have seen all this push for that. The last case that happened in Oklahoma that Kim Kardashian got involved with, you didn't see all of this from all of these higher ups within, these high up groups. You didn't see all of this pop out in the same place, same city, Oklahoma City. You didn't see all of this push, from them. You seen push from, communities that didn't have as much power. It was more people because, of course, the black community is a lot bigger down here. For those of you who don't know, the black community is a lot bigger in Oklahoma City. That's where I'm originally from. So yeah, I know, it's a lot more black people. So yeah, the push was a lot more. Kim Kardashian got involved, so she has a huge following. So the social media side was a lot bigger. But as far as politicians and people, you know, backing behind that, they wasn't backing that man like that. And that's what you try to see with those Twitter followers. They try to correlate these two situations, but they have without a doubt evidence that this man did it. He confessed to doing it. You know, the other guy confesses his innocence, and they don't have enough evidence to convict him for that. So you can't correlate them two situations, even though, you know, the death penalty shouldn't be a part of Oklahoma. Now, what you're seeing going across the screen is just what it takes to get the death penalty in the state of Oklahoma, you know, and just all the possible reasons, all the plausible reasons. Y'all know what it is as far as that. But yeah, man, it's just another crazy situation, you know. Let me know y'all thoughts on this situation down in the comment section, you know. And if you haven't, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, ring that bell icon, turn the post notifications on, and let me know your thoughts on this, family. I definitely want to comment. And with that being said, I'm out. Believe it.